What's up, everyone? Welcome to class. I'm turning your comments on right now so I can see on the big screen. We're using our Swiss ball. This is admittedly a little small for me, in all honesty. I need to pump it up a little bit more. I just want to turn your comments on so I can see a little better. There we go. Nice and big for the old eyes. Today we're working Pilates and some ball exercises. So I hope you are as excited about them as I am. We're gonna be working on some core strength. We're gonna be working on some coordination. We're gonna begin by sitting on our ball. So oh great, perfect. I once again adjusted the sound, never ending. So when you're with your ball, you do want it to feel supportive underneath you. So mine needs to be pumped up a little bit, but I put the sizing in the comments if you're interested in it. It's essentially, you know, the bigger the body, the bigger the ball is what it is. You want something that can support your body weight, that gives you a good amount of surface area to work with, and also that feels like your mindset surrounding risk-taking might be a little heightened, like you're willing to try out some new things because the ball feels like it can hold your body weight. So those are good rules of thumb. As we begin, let's just take our arms down by the side. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls up to go back. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome any new subscribers we have on the channel, and to my old faithful, Colleen, Tracy, and Joy, and Dick, of course. We're all here together. Wednesdays, we work on supporting our systems. And admittedly, the title of this class, Hips for Happiness, I'm playing around with SEO to see what the keywords can do. Let's reverse our circles. So, you know, always look at the description to figure out what it is. I'm trying to get a couple of good things coming up so that we can get a little more views. But again, we're celebrating 750 subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you watched the opening of the live video, you know what this channel is all about. Take care of yourself, be kind to others, turn your palms outward. That's not one of them, but right now it is. Reach all the way up, stretch through your wrists and through your waistline. Press all the way down. Good. And you know, I just came off of, I got a bunch of reviews on another platform, a corporate platform that I do. And it's always interesting, like one thing that I want to impart and empower to all of the participants, let's do one more. And press them out to a T, those arms. We're gonna rotate our spine to the right. Is that like, when you review an instructor and it's an experience that isn't great for you, it's always really helpful for that instructor if you note why it wasn't great for your body. Because there is no perfect class, right? In much the same way, if you love a class, it's always great to know why your body loved that class. One more each side. Because a lot of times, like on this platform in particular, you just get a couple of likes or whatever. It's just not like, it doesn't help us build our relationship, and it doesn't help progress the content. Let's slow her down. So have your feet grounded on the floor, and we're gonna start a little bounce, just up and down. Okay, so remember, when we're bouncing, it's silly, it's fun, it's a little irreverent. It's also an opportunity for us to start to move some lymph. So I want you to be very grounded in your posture, reaching up through the crown of your head, and also be loose in the tension within your muscles, meaning like try not to grip anything too hard so that you can just feel your skin and muscles kind of moving and responding to the bounce, yeah? We'll be here for a couple more moments. So yeah, all of that to say, it's like, I love when people take the time to write reviews. I'm so much more interested in how it worked for someone else's body than I am in like whether it was great or not. It doesn't, you know, like it's all good. So, and this didn't happen on YouTube, it was another thing, but I'm just like, feedback. If you're gonna do the review, give some feedback. Help me help you, you know? All right, let's start to shift our hips side to side. All those things. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, but I finally have overhead lights in my studio. I'm so excited. It's like a real filming space now. Not that it wasn't before. There's also a lot less to clean. Good. So we're just shifting our hips side to side. I like to think of like little bullseye here, pushing, pulling, just moving those hips. 4 more. 3. Getting your waist nice and warm. 1. Good. Come back to center, bounce up and down. Let's bring our arms to the center. Fingertips right around your breastbone, elbows nice and wide. Good. We're gonna lift our heels up, keeping your toes on the ground as we slice our arms open. All right, let's give it a whirl. We go heels up and down, up and down. Just building a little warmth in our body before we take it to the mat. No, this particular exercise is in Pilates. We're not abiding by the rules of the Pilates police in this channel, just so we're clear. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it out. Okay, push your heels down, bring your arms into the side. Find it here. Good. Shoulder blades down. Yeah. Absolutely, Colleen. I totally understand that too. All right, we're gonna do a little marching out. So try to alternate your, sorry, my bracelets. Try to alternate your heels with your arm. So I'm walking one heel to the other and then moving side to side. Yes, it is scary. Yeah, thank you, Colleen. And I know, like, the world of Yelp has told us to get really angry when something's not not amazing for us. But like, God, how exclusive is it to just like, you know, it's one thing if something is really bad, you know, but oftentimes I just move on. And by the way, there were no bad reviews. I'm just like thirsty always for feedback. It's why I'm here. I'm like literally not here to get famous. That ship has sailed. I'm not here to make money. There's $0 coming in. I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve. My whole intention on YouTube is to make sure that there's some free options with hopefully a higher level of instruction and community. That's it. 4 more. 3, 2, are you getting warm? 1, good. Bring it down, hands onto the ball. We're gonna start to go 3 bounces and a kick. 1, 2, 3, and a kick. 1, 2, 3, and a kick. Good. Now, hands on the ball is gonna help kind of stabilize the ball as you move side to side, or hands to a T can be another alternative. Good. I'll be an overnight success. Yep, 25 years in the making. That's how it always happens though, right? You all, it's all good. I just like my work. I got a great message from a client this morning who needed to lose a little weight for medical reasons. They reached the beginning of their milestone goal through our programming. They're feeling good. They're eating a lot more than they were before. And we've got their blood sugar balanced. And that's why I do what I do. That's what I do, 2 more. Kick, last one. Good, lower all the way down. All right, let's just stretch our inner thighs out. We're gonna take it down to the mat, so wide here. Shift over into one side. I'm giving a little push to my knee back so I get that inner thigh stretch over here, and then I'm gonna just slide down. And if you'd like, you can add that overhead arm. Good. And then open the chest. Good. Circle it around. Reach it for your leg and just take a little back stretch. You've got a lot of support on this leg. Reaching down. Good. Roll up through your spine. Take it to the other side. Hand on the knee, other hand on the leg. Press it back. Reach. Take your stretch if you like. Good. Opening your chest a little bit more. I'm super tight today. Open your arms up. Yes, reach it around. I do know that one of the things that tightness signals to me is that I gotta prioritize hydration today a little more than I have been. Yeah. Good. All right, let's roll all the way up. We're gonna come back, stand stand up off of your ball. Let's stand to face your ball. We're gonna do a little isometric abdominal work before we get down onto the hip stuff. So take your hands in a position that allows you to place your hands like in a pushing action. Shoulders over wrists, as long as that does not cause any tension, undue tension, and I'm gonna give you a little wrist stretch after this too. So stay tuned. Feet hip width distance apart. Let's round the spine. We wanna make your back into like an upside down, very thin U shape, very tall U shape. And then feel that as we take our exhale, I'm gonna move my necklaces out of the way. As we take our exhale, we're trying to deepen the U shape as if we could push our hands towards our feet. So when you inhale, we're gonna fill up the back. As you exhale, it's almost like a standing crunch to press down into the ball. I'm pressing less with my arms and more by moving my ribs to my hips on the front of my body. So let's try that a few times, breathing in, exhale, and again. Press it down. These can be really effective if you keep that tail tucked under, if you keep moving your ribs to your hips. On this one, let's press down to stay, and then just little pulses. Go down and down. Try not to shift your weight back. Try to keep focusing on the abdominal contraction. Good, there it is for 8 and 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take your front hand, flip your palm around so that your fingertips are facing your leg as best you can, and your other hand is holding the ball steady. And then we're gonna roll the ball slightly away until you feel the stretch in your forearm. If it's too much, just ease out of it to the point that you need. I need a little more stretch there, so I'm just rolling the ball away from my feet, trying to find the stretch up in front of my forearm. If it looks like a contortionist, you know, don't worry about it too much. Let's roll it back, shake it out, other side, flip, and then roll the ball away to find that stretch. There we go. Good. Okay, come on down onto your knees. We're gonna take our hand elbow onto the ball like so, and you want to reach it all the way out. We're going to do a push-up, but it's not really a push-up. We're going to stretch the chest by reaching your chest to the ground. So you're getting a chest stretch because your elbow is up on top, but also I want you to fold into your hips and think about lifting your sits bones to the sky, and then lift yourself all the way up. All right, so we're going to go down for 8. We go 8, 7, 6, 5, find it, 4, 3, 2, press it up. Again, 8, 7, 6, wide collarbones, wide elbows, 3, 2, press it up. 2 more times. Notice how your shoulder blade slides across your back towards your spine, especially the one that's on the ball. All the way up, last one. Good. Reaching for 4, 3, 2, good. Take your hand on the ball, reach it away, shift your hips in opposition to the arm. So if it's your left arm up, your hips go to the right. If it's your right arm up, your hips go to the left, and just stretch. Good. This is one of my favorite bounce songs. All right, let's do the other side. Take your elbow up on top, find that flat back, and remember we're folding at the hips and stretching the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up. Remember, we got a 45-minute-er today, so we get to do a little more mobility in the shoulders and in the hips. Press it up. I always think that the girdles are related between your shoulder girdle, your hip girdle, pelvic girdle, even knees, ankles, and jaw. Press. Reach it down. 4, 3, 2, press it up. Last time. Let your chest go. 4, 3, 2, good. Stretch it out and reach it to the other side. That's it. Good. All right, let's come all the way up. We're gonna roll around and come onto your back. We're gonna begin with what we call leg and footwork in Pilates. It's essentially just moving the ball, and we'll keep it simple as we start, and then we'll build on from there. So if you've taken my class in the past, you know we always set up the structure, the mobility, the form, and then we build the challenges into it. So stay with me, yeah? Start with your legs in parallel tabletop. Let's dig our heels down into the ball. We want to press the heels as deeply into the ball as you can without tucking your tail off the mat. So your pelvis is heavy. We're going to press down. 3, 2, 1, release. Press, press, release. Down, release, press. We're getting those hamstrings warm. Little isometric action for the legs. An active action for our hamstrings. Push and push. Can you drop your ribs a little bit towards the mat? Good. Give me 4 more. Hopefully you're starting to feel the backs of the legs start to percolate. Good. 2. Good. 1. And good. All right. So from here, push down maybe halfway of what you were just doing, and then your goal is to try to keep that pressure through your hamstrings as you roll the ball out, and press down as you roll in. Don't let this be easy. Work the ball down into the mat as you press out. Work it all the way in. Let's reach our arms to the sky. Colleen likes those shoulder stretches, yeah? I didn't want to leave. Good, yeah. Maybe we'll work them in at the end and see how they changed. Good. All right, so lots of downward action through the backs of the legs, through your calves, through your hamstrings. Let's go for 4 more. If you are pressing down into the ball, you're gonna feel some work happening. If you're just rolling the ball in and out, maybe not. But also, if that's what you need today, then know that what you're doing is just that. Hi, Flash. Oh, I thought he was coming to see us. All right, stay here. We're gonna push down through, let's say the left leg as we lift the right leg, and alternate. Push down through the right and lift the left, and alternate. Good. Push down and lift, and lower. Push down and lift. Good. And lower. All right, push down and lift the right leg. Keep the left leg on the ball. We're gonna roll the left leg out. Listen, as we take the left leg out, the right arm goes overhead and the left arm goes down by the hip. Push down into the ball to come back in, land at center. Yeah? All right, we go. Reach, pull in. You're folding at the hip. You're activating the back of the hip to open it, folding it back in. Now listen, we're gonna reach up with that right leg. Can you bend it in as we come back to center? Just tap it, stretch. Lots of coordination going on. If you miss a piece, don't worry too much about it. Concentrate on the ball. Press, good. Let's go for 4. Reach it out. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? Woo, hammy, 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 hammy. All those good connections. Good. 2. All the way in, good. Last one, stay out with your leg. You can let your leg be heavy on the ball. Let's reach both arms out to kind of a wide T so that they're off the mat. Point your foot, we're gonna go into some leg circles here. Whoa, it's all about balance. Stay grounded in your center, cross midline, circle around, come back up. Getting deeper in this working hip. Ugh. Working your stabilizing side, so you're dropping down through this hip to make sure that you don't go crazy. And roll over. Last one in this direction. Let's reverse the direction of our circles. Around, yes. Keeping this long leg active is one way that you can really keep a little influence on the ball so it's not rolling away. Good, last 2. Wow. Last one. All right, let's reach that leg down on the ball. Just take a long stretch overhead if you want to let your ribs arch up off of the mat. Now's the time to do it. Bend your knees in, walk them in. Whoops. Bring your feet onto the top of the ball. We'll go back in, lengthening up the left leg, and then bring it down. It needs that stretch, right? Then go the right, and place it down. Push into that ball, keep it active, lift and lower. Good, lift. Now, when we're doing this sort of movement on one of the Pilates machines called the reformer, we're often working on keeping the pelvis grounded against the mat, the rib cage grounded, just to kind of isolating the movement into the hips. One more each side, all right? So trying to find strength and coordination through the legs as the rest of the body stays stable. Let's keep our foot up here. I think we flexed it on the last time. We're gonna reach the right leg out, the left arm goes overhead, push down into that hamstring to come back up. Couple just with the leg long first. Good, reach it. I often like to use an inhalation to feel like I'm creating a little space in my hips when I reach the leg away. It's up to you what feels better. If exhaling helps you feel more control through your center, then be my guest and exhale, yeah. Good, let's add the leg. Pull it all the way in, tap it, reach it out. Tap it in, good. You can go for as big as a stretch as you want with that extended leg, as long as it doesn't change the position of your pelvis, because we're really looking on stability, yeah? Here's 3, pull in, reach in opposition through your heels, good. Let's go one more, reach it. We're gonna keep the leg out, bring both arms up, open them out, point your foot, cross midline, circle around. It's harder on this side. Good. I'm a firm believer in the church of sound effects when working out. I think it brings you to a whole other level of spiritual experience when you let your body emote. The last one. And reverse, take it out. Cross, a deeper connection to self and sense. Good. Sometimes as I'm laying under these plants, I wonder if this is how bugs feel. Last one. Good. Lengthen all the way down. All right, take those arms overhead. Excellent. Now, take your arms down by your side. Let's go for a low V. We're gonna turn the legs out so that they're rotated externally. Your heels are together. We'll do the first couple with the ball down. So roll the ball into you and notice how my feet are now kind of coming on top of it. That's ideal for what we're going to do next. So we're gonna press out, squeeze your inner thighs at the end, pull it in, press down through the soles of your feet, working that crease at the back of your knee and then the fold in your hips, yeah? Good, let's go a couple more. And I'm noticing that I'm drifting with my ball off to the right, which just, it's a little imbalance, a little tension on one side versus the other. I'm just gonna try to find my midline a little better. Sometimes it can help peeking up. Yeah, there you are, to find it. Good, how do you like this color combo today, huh? Bold. In a land and sea full of gray and ice, I decided to go full Technicolor. All right, we've got one more out, one more in. Pull the ball in. It's about to be a hamstring party. Find the soles of your feet on the ball if you can. Press down through your arms, curl into a bridge. You're standing into the ball and you're rolling all the way down. If that did not go well, let's try it again. Curl back, press into your hands, your arms, your hips. Roll through the spine. Out again, curl it up. Press. You really want to be into the backs of those legs. I don't think I have to tell you that. Lots of glutes, lots of hamstrings, reaching the knees out over the toes. Good, now listen, roll it all the way up. Excellent, we're gonna roll it down just to the waist so you're curled up through your pelvis. Send your legs out and in, keep those hips high. Send it out and pull it in. 2 more, out, pull it in. Last one, pull it in, roll it all the way down. Walk your feet up onto the ball. Pull it into your center, take your arms out to a T, hug your heels in toward your sits bones. Just take a little twist. Don't let the ball go if you can. Come back to center. How are our hamstrings going? It's a lot, I know. Going all the way over. All the way back. Good, one more time each side. All the way over. Uh-oh, I lost a light. all the way back. I guess my batteries didn't last as long as I thought they did. Damn it. Good, all the way back in. All right, I'll figure it out. Come on into your V position one more time, all right? We're gonna this time go out and in with a higher hip position, okay? Arms down by the side, yeah. Super effective for targeting the function, the shortening of the hamstrings for sure. Are we ready? No. Curl up to the top. You want to keep your hips as high as you can, stretch them out. Strong in the stomach, but the abdominal muscles is what I really mean. Pull it in the center. Long lower back. Lift your hips to come in. Reach them out. Lift them in one more time. Reach them out. Pull them in, roll down. Good. Straighten your legs all the way out. Hello. All right, walk the ball away till your heels can rest easily on it. Bring the backs of your legs together for a little bit more engagement. Reach your arms up to the sky. Let those legs be heavy. Deep breath in, press your heels into the ball, curl your upper body forward, and just look down the line of your legs toward your toes, and then lower all the way back. Reaching arms overhead, but try not to arch your back off the mat. You can always use a hand behind your head for extra support. You can also use your hands on your legs for extra support. Yes. Let's go again. Press it up, curl it forward, and lower down. Reaching it back one more time here. Reach it up. Curl forward and stay. Pressing into the ball, we're gonna pump the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Think of the backs of the arms actively pressing into the mat. Breathing in. Trying to move those ribs to the hips, just like we did at the very beginning of class. Breathing in. If you want a little extra challenge, you can hover your right leg up off the ball, keep your left leg where it's at. Good. Keep those hips stable. Let's switch sides. If you lifted one leg, you're gonna lift the other. You can always just keep your legs on there. Good, 4, 3, put the foot down, 1, and all the way back. Big stretch, let your back arch, let your abdominal wall lengthen. Good. Release, bend your knees. Take the ball. Grab it with your feet. Give it to your hands if possible. All right, let's play a little catch and throw and catch, however you wanna determine. This is an inner thigh and hip flexor exercise, so have fun. You're gonna throw the ball up. Whoops, do it again. We did this with the small ball a couple weeks ago, but it's a little more effective with the bigger one. You're gonna throw and catch, drop and catch. Throw and catch, drop and catch, okay? We're going for 20. Let's try it. Ready? 4, the anxiety is harder to navigate than the actual thing. Here we go. 1, no. You gotta toss it up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze it, nope. 7 for me. 8, 9. Overzealous. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. Get a little too excited. Here we go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's been a while since I've done that. I was really nervous to do it. We did okay. All right, lengthen your legs all the way out long. We're gonna take your arms up over your chest, squeezing into the ball with the palms of your hands, lengthen your hips. We're taking a roll up. Here's how it goes. We're gonna roll, reaching the ball forward. Try to use the weight of the ball to help you curl through your spine. We're gonna press the ball all the way forward, and do you see how it's pointing my toes? When we get to the end, you want to push a little pressure down. Tracy, this is your stretch. It's a top of the foot stretch. So you are not trying to break your foot. You probably couldn't anyways at this angle, but just giving enough gentle pressure that you feel a stretch on the top of the ankles, maybe on the top of the knuckles of the toes, and also in the spine too. So let your spine round. Take a little breath here. Good. All right, now peek where my feet are. We're gonna roll back and stretch now the top of the toe knuckles, like so. Yes. Good. Then we're gonna keep rolling the toes back. So you see how the toes are pulled back now. Dick, this is your stretch on the bottom of the toes. Pressing, 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 pressing. Getting a little stretch up the calves, getting a little stretch in the back of the toe. And then again, gentle curling of the toe, whoop, 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 all the way down. And then we're just gonna slowly lower down with the ball, whoops, all the way down, and take it up over the chest. Yeah? All right, let's go again. I like to flex my feet when I roll up. It gives me a little more groundedness through the heels. Press through those hamstrings. Roll the ball right out over your toes. Take the first stretch right along the tops of the ankles. Good. Pull your toes back. Get the tops of the toes. Pull your toes back. Get the bottoms of the toes. Good. Go through the tops of the toes, back to the pointed foot, and roll yourself down. You can walk the ball back or you can come all the way down. Let's go one more time. All the way up. Tough on the toes. Yeah, just be gentle. Gentle and, look for the opportunities. So you're looking for your body to go like, oh yeah, this one I can handle, instead of like, get me out of here, right? Good. Curl under. You're supported through the rest of your body. This is not a restful stretch. You want to feel like you've got a real sense of holding yourself upright, yeah? Hopefully that makes sense. Good. All right, from here, roll over the toes, roll all the way up. Okay, we're gonna go into rolling like a ball with the ball. So one of the easiest ways, depending on the size of the ball you have and the flexibility of your inner thighs, this one might be interesting for you. So you can always just like hold it like this, which is totally fine. You can hold it like so, don't want to get you in the microphone, and then just kind of like have your feet where they need to be. You can totally forego using the ball and go back to the rolling like a ball position, which is like so, all right? However, if you're gonna roll like a ball with me, I'm gonna do this big kind of like this one. So the idea is to keep yourself fully in the ball shape without dropping the ball and without dropping your feet. Okay? All right, so let's find our balance. Wrap yourself around. I guess I could even hold on to my ankles here. This feels like it's gonna be a little bit better. Be sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. Remember, your head is tucked in. We're not rolling to the neck. We're gonna go back to the shoulder blades. Whee! And all the way up, that works. And again, we're going for 8 of them. On your own timing or with me, whatever makes more sense. Uh-oh. Here's 3. It's hard. 4. I'm just trying to keep everything connected to the ball for as long as possible. 6. 7. Last one. 8. And coming all the way up. Good. What do we do? It's a lot. All right. Bend your knees, please. Rock yourself back on your pelvis. Little counterbalance with the ball. We're going to do a little ball toss. Just toss and catch as we're in our abdominal position. Ready, set? We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5. The farther back you go, the more you're going to feel each catch right in your abdominals. Good. Take it over to the right side, and here we go. Catch 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take it over to the left. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the ball forward. And sometimes it just feels nice to relax on it for a minute. Yeah. Good, we're gonna do that one more time, okay? I mean, you could do whatever you want. I can't see you, but I'm pretending that everybody's really enthusiastic about this one. Okay, here we go. Find your position. Maybe go back a little farther. Test your skills, your strength. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, to the left. 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay even on your hips. 3, 2, to the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Ooh, yes. It's a lot. Let's come on down. All right, we're gonna go into single leg stretch, and then we'll get up and do some side ones. So one more abdominal exercise. Hands on the side of the ball, reach the ball up over your chest, bring your knees into your chest. We wanna curl forward, chin towards your throat to bring the ball to hover up over your shins. We're gonna send the right leg long, and then switch, and then switch. Just try to get it under that ball. Reach, sweeping your inner thighs past each other. Good. If you want a little extra challenge, you can move the ball back, forward, back, and forward. For more, 3, I meant to say for 4, 2, 1, bring it all the way in. Rock yourself all the way up. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's right, Colleen says, I can tell you're all loving it because you're not commenting. Yeah, when the comments get crazy in the middle of the hard stuff, I know you're all like, good, Jenna. Go on with all the things you're doing. All right, so the next one, the positioning for it, it's just one of those things that when you do enough times, it becomes a little easier to manage, but at the beginning it can feel a little awkward. So do your best. What we're gonna do is lean, this would be your left hip, lean your left hip into the ball and then come down along the side. So the ball is kind of pinned between your hip and your elbow. I gotta be careful not to lock out my elbow, so I'm gonna kind of bend it a little bit and hug into the ball. Get my hair out of my eyes, and then take my hand behind. So this leg is long. We're gonna lift it up to hip height and touch the toe. Now, one more thing before we go. Little zip of the pubic bone up to the belly button so that your hips are pressed open towards the front of your mat. Then we lift. That's gonna bring more of the work into the back of your hip, the side, instead of the front. We've done a lot of hip flexion. This is more hip extension. Good. Lift and lower. Always thinking of that lift from underneath. Good. Lift and stay. Little pulses up, 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 up. You got it, up. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, touch it down. Now we're gonna lift up, bend back, kick out, lower down, hamstrings again. Lift it, bend it back, kick it long, touch it down. Lift it up, bend it back, reach it out, touch it down. One more, lift it up, kick it back, reach it out, touch it down, and then slide it back as far as you can go, and then just inch your bottom hand so you can take a nice long floppy ragdoll stretch. So that top leg is reaching behind you so that your hip is really open. The top arm is reaching so that your side is really open. And you're just letting yourself be supported by the ball. Yeah. The easiest way to come out of this is just kind of bring your hands down, bring your knees down, walk yourself up, and get ready to go to the other side. Excellent, excellent. All right, where do I want to go? Pressing, leaning, finding that support, finding that open hip position as best you can. Hand behind your head, shoulder out of your ear, Jenna, and then we're lifting to hip height and lower. Got a little, I have to make an adjustment to my ball. There we go. That's the open hip I'm looking for. So we go up and down, up and down. So you're kind of dress rehearsing a side plank, yeah? So if you think about having your underneath side a little lighter on the ball, it can help this. Good. 3, 2, lift it up, hold it, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Pulsing a little higher with your heel than with your toe. 2 and 1, touch down. We go up, fold back, reach out, touch down, and again, up, fold back, reach it out, lower down, up, fold behind, reach, lower, last one, up, back, reach, touch, sweep it back, walk your hand out, lay over, and take your long stretch. And just bring yourself around. All right, so we're gonna do 2 more things and then stretch. We'll be all done for today. We've done this one, actually, we did this one a couple weeks ago. We're gonna have the prayer hands on your ball, and your goal is to begin rolling the ball away by pressing your hips forward. As you do, you come down towards your elbows. You try to keep your body in a nice long line. You chop down into the ball to come back up. This is where I know my ball needs a little more air because it's a little low for me, but we're gonna make it work. So we reach out, we're into our plank, coming all the way up. If the plank is not happening for you, you can definitely do a fold in the hips, and then try to just work your hinge so that your flat back is present on the way down and on the way up, okay? Let's go again. Reach it out and press. We're gonna do 4 more here. Chopping down, pressing down, working those underarms. 3, 2, and last one. Good. All right, now go ahead and fold in your hips. Let's walk our elbows up on the ball. You want to be in a place where you can drop your chest down and just take that shoulder stretch, maybe letting your head rest on the ball. Whoops. The more you shift your hips back towards your heels, the more you can kind of let your chest lower through your shoulders. You can definitely have your arms long if this doesn't work for you. Good. All right. Bring the ball into your center. If this does not feel good, you can always just go into hands and knees without the ball and do an opposite arm and leg reach. So we want to do the best we can to lay on the ball and get nice and snug into it. We're going to start by reaching the right leg nice and long up to hip height, and then bring it back in. Then let's do the right arm. Ooh. Then let's do the left leg. Trying to keep the ball still. Then let's do the left arm. Good. All right, now let's do the right leg and left arm simultaneously. Try not to let your back collapse into the ball, but keep your abdominals kind of lifted and connected to the ball. Ready? Right arm, left leg, reach it out. Good. Pull it all the way back in. Other side, reach it out. Pull it back in. Alternating again. One more time, reaching it long. Good. Now from here, tuck your toes under, press your hips onto the ball, widen your legs. You're in a bit of a plank. We're gonna wrap the upper body over the ball and just go into a little simple back bend. So widen your arms. Think of rolling the ball with your pelvis towards your hands as you lift your chest and maybe come onto your fingertips and then all the way back over the ball. You can always do this one on the mat too. Or you can go into a cat-cow. All the way over. Couple more. Lift and lower. Last one. Press. And lower, good. Go ahead and bend your knees. Walk the ball away. Just take a child's pose or a rest pose. Arms nice and long, wide as they need to be to give your shoulders a stretch, letting your chest come through your shoulder girdle. Maybe just doing a little rock side to side. Good. Let's roll up through the spine. Bring your knees together. Let's step whatever foot this is for you forward. Just use the ball to give yourself a little open hip flexor stretch here. Good. We'll shift out. Shift legs. Reaching to the other side. So we worked a lot on strength today and those hip flexors. Certainly there's mobility classes that we can work on that you can visit. Let's go ahead and come back to standing. Hands on the ball, walking your feet back, and then just taking kind of almost like a downward dog, or what we call an upstretch in Pilates, where you can hang back and stretch out those hamstrings we worked so well, yeah? Reaching your back nice and long. Just bend one knee and keep the other one straight. And switch sides. And once again, switch. Good, last one to switch. Good, bending both knees, rolling up through the spine. Letting your ball go wherever it wants to go. Coming back up and building up that posture. Giving yourself a little circle. Feel your new space, hopefully new connection that's happening within. I know oftentimes just getting all of those spinal moves to happen in your body is just a really good way to remember that you're more than the sum of its parts. Your body is more than the sum of its parts, right? You're like a energy ball flowing through wherever you need to be. Let's review our questions for this month. Why did the movement matter to me today? How can I use it as a means of support? And what comes next for me? What will I do next? We've got one more week of this awesome content, if I do say so myself. Tomorrow we'll be in recovery mode, so more stretches, more mobility, more engagement, and a little bit of mindfulness tomorrow too. So we're trying to touch on our cardio on Monday, our strength and mobility on Wednesday, and then more mobility and recovery on Thursday. So we have a really well-rounded week. And if you're here, I think it's largely because you appreciate my approach to movement. So I would love to know how it works for you. You can always shoot me an email at coachjz@jennazaffino.com. Again, welcome to new subscribers. Don't forget to tell your friends. It's a free channel with a 25-year fitness veteran who does things a little bit differently, and hopefully with a whole heaping spoonful of empathy that you can feel through the screen. I'm a real person with real stuff and real body issues and all of it, so you're not alone if you're working with something that feels like it impedes you from hitting it hard all the time. So we may not hit it hard all the time, but we definitely hit it effectively, and that's why I love doing what I do. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow.